You have something sitting in your life right now that quietly makes you feel guilty every time you see it. A project not finished, a plan you started, a dream you told people about, something you once felt excited about but now it feels heavy. You scroll past it, walk past it, think about it, and quickly think about something else. But it does not go away. And every time you remember it, the same thoughts show up. I should have finished this. I should be further. I should be more disciplined. What is wrong with me? Let me talk to you gently for a moment. What if nothing is wrong with you? What if you are not stuck? What if you have simply grown, but you are still trying to force your old self to finish yesterday's dream? Most people are not exhausted because they are doing too much. They are exhausted because they are carrying emotional weight that no longer belongs to who they are now. Old goals, right? Old identities, old promises to themselves, old versions of success. You think you are being responsible by holding on, but emotionally you are dragging a backpack full of expired expectations. You were taught that you must always follow through, that quitting means failure, that changing your mind means weakness. So you stay loyal to old desires even when your energy has already moved on. That creates inner friction all day long. There is a difference between commitment and misalignment, and your body knows the difference before your mind admits it. Commitment feels steady and clean. Misalignment feels tight and draining. When you first wanted that dream or project, it gave you energy, felt interested and alive when you thought about it. That was real alignment for that version of you. But now when you think about it, you feel pressure instead of excitement. That is not laziness. That is guidance. Your energy is updated, but your self-judgment has not. You are not meant to carry every old desire forever. You're meant to carry the feeling behind it, not always the exact form of it. Under every specific goal, there was an essence. Maybe freedom, creativity, independence, mastery, contribution, self-expression. That essence is still valid, but the outer shape may need to change. People get stuck because they try to stay loyal to the form and ignore the essence. Then they wonder why motivation disappears. Think of it in a very simple, modern way. You download an app because it excites you. You use it every day for a while. Then your needs change. You stop opening it. You do not sit there feeling like a failure because you stopped using that app. You delete it and move forward. But with dreams and goals, people keep the emotional app running in the background forever. It drains energy and sends guilt messages. That is emotional baggage. Baggage is not your past. Baggage is what you keep emotionally active that no longer feels alive. Not all baggage is bad. Your skills are baggage. Your lessons are baggage. Your strength is baggage. You are supposed to carry forward what still feels supportive and alive. But you are not supposed to drag forward what feels dead just because you once said you wanted it. Ask a better question than should I finish this? Ask, does this still feel alive inside me now? Do not think it, feel it. Light means yes, tight means no. That signal is honest. Life is not an action checklist journey. It is an emotional guidance journey. You are not here to prove completion. You are here to follow aliveness.
Much of your stress right now is not coming from what you are doing.
It is coming from what you think you should still be doing. Invisible should thoughts create visible anxiety. I should be further. I should want this more. Should not have changed direction. That mental pressure runs in the background all day and steals your focus. Let us make this practical. Pick one unfinished thing that bothers you. Only one. Instead of saying, I must finish this, ask what feeling was I originally reaching for through this, freedom, recognition, peace, creativity, progress. Now ask, where in my current life can this feeling express itself more naturally and easily? You may find a different doorway to the same essence. That is not quitting. That is evolving. You are also putting too much pressure on getting everything done. Nothing is ever fully done. Not growth, not learning, not creation. Every generation feels overwhelmed by change, even. Many decades ago, people wrote about how fast life was becoming. The leading edge always feels new. You are not behind. You are at the edge. When you try to control the edge, you feel overwhelmed. When you soften into the edge, you feel curious and capable. Your real work is emotional. Care about how you feel while you move through your day. That is your stabilizing point. When you look at unfinished things, you always have two choices. Use them as proof that you are failing or proof that you are evolving. One creates resistance. One creates relief. When you choose relief, clarity returns. When clarity returns, better ideas appear. Better timing appears. Better support appears. Force blocks guidance. Softness allows guidance. Softness is not weakness. Softness is reduced inner resistance. Reduced resistance creates clearer thinking. Clearer thinking creates better action. Better action feels like flow instead of struggle. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you love, who is trying and growing. Release what feels heavy. Keep what feels alive. Follow the essence, not the old shape. Be soft with your past goals. Be soft with your changing desires. Be soft with your pace. You do not become more worthy by being harder on yourself. You become more effective by being kinder to your own process. Just be soft and watch life shift, not because you forced it, but because you finally stopped fighting your own evolution.